Hello everyone, so I'm sorry I'm late. It's been a while since I made a video. I meant to do this video a while back to have a good recap of this year, of my first year of doing convention, almost full-time, you know, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts, you know, what happened this year, the things I learned, the things I messed up, you know, yeah, my journey, you know, what went through my mind, you know, how everything went, you know, so yeah, I just wanted to share all this with you guys, and it's the right time right now to do it. You know, I've been so busy. I just moved into my new house, so I've been very busy, and I meant to do this like a couple months ago, you know, for my actual anniversary of creating my YouTube channel, you know, as an artist. But it is what it is, you know. I finally got to it right now, and that's what matters. So so yeah, let's recap, you know. So I started actually I started in 2018 in November, and my first show ever was the Minnesota Toy Posse, and it was a small toy swap you know, event, you know, that they have every other month, you know, and it was very interesting. It was very good for me for a first time you know, artists, you know, to do this kind of show, because they're very small, so they're not so intimidating. So it allowed me to break that ice, you know, allow me to find my comfort zone as far as you know, drawing in front of people while people were walking around, you know, asking questions at the same time. It allowed me to yeah, you know, really get comfortable with talking to people, being outgoing, you know. So that was a great choice for my first event ever, you know. Those guys are also amazing, you know. I'm part of the group with them, you know, so once in a while they have a show. I try to make it to one of the show if it's not you know, at the same time as another convention, you know. And it's great, you know. I met a lot of amazing people, like Dave Wheeler. Dave Wheeler was the first comic artist that I met, you know, and he's a local artist here in Minnesota, and it's great, you know. I've seen him in many shows ever since, you know. He gave me some really good tips, you know, when I first started as well, you know, and I've been trying to pick. I'm not pick, but I've been trying to do every single thing that you know, every single artist I met, you know, all these little tips they gave me. I try to follow the tips, advice, you know, see how it works, you know, for me. And so, but yeah, Dave was the first comic artist I met. I try to make we try to go out a few times, you know. It didn't happen. I really hope that I get to do more things with him, you know. Talk about maybe project in the future, you know. We've been saying that, you know. I just, you know, life happens, you know. We all have our own thing going on, you know. So yeah, but Dave is a really great artist, a really great guy. I recommend you guys to go check him out, you know. Anyway, after that I did a couple other small shows, you know, locally as well. Again, it helped me in the same way as the first one. I've also a couple weeks after that I had my very first big show at the Wizard World Con in Madison, and it's a huge show, you know. It was very big, so it was very intimidating, even more than just starting out, you know. So but you know, I told myself, you know, I gotta do it, right? It's the only way for me to ever be comfortable with a huge crowd is to just do it, go ahead and do it, right, and see what happens. So that show was really good to me, even though I heard a lot of bad things about that show, you know. But for me, as a first time, you know, artist at a big event like that, I learned a lot of things. I met a lot of artists again, but I've learned a lot of things as like time managing, a lot of time managing. I learned how to try to be faster while doing commission, you know, on the spot. because you have a lot of people coming around. People are gonna come and talk to you. People are gonna ask you questions. They're gonna want to buy some of your stuff, and you have to. If you're by yourself, you have to find the time or make the time, to draw as fast as you can and as good as you can. You can't just mess up because you're gonna be stressed. You're gonna be afraid of messing up. And but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Maybe you'll do it once or twice and then you won't do it anymore. But it's gonna happen. And so I learned how to be better, and faster in a way. But I'm still working towards that goal. I'm not quite there yet, but yeah. Give me 1 second. Anyway, sorry guys, I had to turn off my phone, and I know you kept hearing it. I put it on mute. Anyway, so yeah, I learned a lot of things, some do's and don't, that you do that you don't do at the shows, and things that you do, So some of the good things, that I learned is the do's that you do, is interact with every single one of your customer. Just if it's just saying hi, say hi. Don't keep your head down like some artists I've seen. I know it's hard because a lot of people are shy, and it's okay. But in order for you to be comfortable, you gotta try. You gotta push yourself. So really, just kind of like every time someone walk by your table, just say hi. You don't have to be pushy. You don't have to ask them to come to the table. Just let them know that you're here, like that you pay attention. A lot of customers just want to walk around and do their own things and not talk to anyone, which is fine. And some people are kind of shy too. They wait for you to say something before they can actually try to connect with you. So yeah, that's one thing I learned. Really trying to interact as much as you can with your customer, because it will really help. And the more your customer know about you, the more it will motivate them to buy something from you, and support you, and that's very important. As an artist, that's what you want to do. And one thing that you don't do that I learned is you don't want to take too many commissions. You want to be able to find that zone where you're gonna be fast enough to do it, because some customers are gonna be there just one day, and if you accept the commission back to back, and you're like, you have 3 in a row and you haven't even finished your first one, and that person is leaving that same day, then it's gonna look bad on you, right? So know your limits, know what you can do, and adjust to that, and just take as many commission as you can. Sometimes if the customer stay here for the weekend or at least 2 days, and they come back the next day, what I like to ask them, if it's okay for me to hold on to the commission and do it overnight. It's less stress. You do it at your hotel, and a lot of time people that are coming back the next day are fine with it, and they want a good quality work, so they'll say yes. So that's one thing I learned. Anyway, so moving on from that, we go into 2019. Early on, I had a few more little shows that's when I started really traveling a lot, this year. And the good thing about traveling is you get to see, a little bit of the country, a different state, you get to see many things. The bad thing is depending on how you travel, which I've been traveling by car, so I've been driving everywhere I go, you do lose a little bit of money, because you already put into the reservation for the table, the hotel, Airbnb, or whatever you need. And the furthest I've traveled was 12 hours down to Missouri for St. Louis. I think it was 12 hours, 10 hours I think. Anyways, but you do have to take in account that you have to, if you want to set up, for example, you want to be there either early the day of the show, or most of the time they have set up hours the day before. So what I usually like to do, take my time, because I want to make sure that I do things right. So I like to show up the day before the event and do my setup. So I was very lucky because my job was very flexible since I make my own schedule. So I was able to be I was able to make sure that I get there to the setup day every time. And yeah, you know, I had to reserve an extra day of at the hotel, but it's okay. You know, I felt like it was worth it for me, just because I was driving. So I didn't want to be like, you know, driving 10 hours, you know, all night, getting there, setting up, having a 10-hour day, you know, selling, drawing, and then you know, taking commissions the same night, and you know, not being able to sleep, you know, or rest. So I thought to myself, you know, let me just take an extra day, you know, let's do the things right, let's be healthy also, you know, as much as you can, you know, which I kind of failed too, you know. That's one thing when I started this journey is I kind of didn't have enough time to go to the gym, you know, because every time I didn't have a convention, I had to work, and I had to make up my work hours, you know. I had to pick up some more, you know, appointment, you know, just trying to support my family, you know, my wife and my daughter, you know. So it was very tough. When I wasn't drawing and when I wasn't doing convention, I was working, so I lost a lot of time for you know, to take care of myself, you know, health-wise. I gained a few pounds, you know. I did get a little lazy, you know, during the summer, and I try to get back, you know, trying to be active again, you know. But it's something to look, you know, like to watch out for, you know. It's probably gonna happen to you guys too. If it does, try to manage it as best as you can, you know. Really take care of your health, you know. I know it's really hard as an artist, you know. Just to do one piece, it takes a lot of time, depending on what it is, you know, and you have a lot of commissions on top of everything you do in your life, you know, when you're not, you know, being an artist, you know. So yeah, you know, just really be careful, man. Take care of yourself, stay active, but don't give up, you know. It is worth it because just the amount, again, it's worth it for the amount of people you meet, all the artists, the pros I met, the friends you're gonna make, and just the amount of joy you'll get from people telling you that they love your art and they appreciate what you do, you know. When they ask you for a commission, you know, and the most important thing for me, and the most amazing thing I've had the experience to I've had the chance to experience is that I motivated a good amount of young artists this year, and you know, just telling them my story, you know, that I just started, how I got started into, you know, doing convention, who motivated me, what I did, you know, and that like just looking at those young artists, or even artists that are the same age as me, you know, and finally just like they're just getting started, and they kept, and they contacted me, you know, they kept in touch, you know, they started an Instagram page, and you see what they've done, you know, and that to me is more precious than anything, you know. If I ever fail in my journey as becoming an artist, you know, a complete artist, you know, at least I wouldn't feel bad if I was able to motivate, you know, all, like, so many different, like, people and young artists to just try to follow the dream, you know. That's my main goal, you know. Like at the end of my journey, 10 years from now, even if I'm still at the same point, I haven't done anything, like I'm not a big artist or anything, even if I haven't accomplished that, I would be fine with just the fact that I was able to motivate and maybe help, you know, some artists to become successful, you know, and maybe better than me and all that, you know. That to me means more, you know. So just for that experience again, you know, like it's very important that you don't give up, you know. I almost gave up, you know, during the summer. I did a little video earlier this year, you know, about that, because financially I wasn't there, you know. I was happy because I was doing what I enjoy doing, what I love, but financially I wasn't there. So I did slow down, you know, like I planned to. I slowed down to try to be to help my wife, you know, and support my family. And also at the same time, I've been looking for a house for a long time, and it finally happened this month, at the end of the year, the month of December. And we found a house in November, and it went quick. And I was so happy that we were finally able to, because we lost like 4 houses, you know. The first time I thought we had our first house, I was like, I think I was too happy, and we tried to move fast again, but at the end it didn't happen. The bank denied it the last day. Long story. Anyway, I was crushed for a while. I felt like I didn't want to post anything, you know, at the time, also because I felt like I've been telling people that I was getting really moved, I was excited, and then it didn't happen. And I didn't want to post the fact that, you know, I lost a house the first time, and you know, it just made me feel bad, you know. I didn't want you guys to see that. But finally I was able to get this house, and I think it was meant. It wasn't meant to be the first time, and this one was meant to be. So I'm very happy we finally got the house. I will give you guys a tour soon of my new studio. I'm still setting up, I'm still cleaning everything, you know. So, but I promise I'll show you guys, you know, my new studio setup, you know, very soon. Anyway, so after I slowed down a little bit, I only had a few shows left anyway for the rest of the year, and I just committed to it, you know. I told myself I'm not gonna apply for any more for now, until I am financially stable. But I'm gonna commit to the last shows. I'm not gonna cancel them. I'm gonna go to them, and I'm very happy I did, you know. 2 of the shows that I did ever since the summer was 2 of my best shows, actually. They ended up being 2 of my best shows. So yeah, you know, I don't regret it. Stay committed. Don't be afraid to fail. I still don't know what's gonna happen to me in the future. But this year I'm also gonna, for 2020, I'm also gonna be taking a break. Again, because this time it's because I'm switching, I'm getting a new job, so I won't be able to be as flexible as I was this year. So I want to make sure that I'm able to, you know, to book those conventions for 2020. So I will say maybe the next 6 months I won't be doing too much. I'm still going to be active as far as you know, you gotta stay active as an artist, you know. Keep posting some new art, even if it's just practice. Sorry guys. And I'm gonna try to do that. I still haven't finished my my big Snyder Cut release a Snyder Cut project, so I hope to finish that as well. It's taking me forever, and it's one of those projects that I went kind of crazy with it, but you know, I thought it wasn't gonna take me this long to do it, but it is taking me even longer to do it, to finish it. So, but I think it's gonna be worth it. I'm very excited to show you guys the result whenever I finish, and I want to do it right, you know. I don't want to rush it. So that's one thing I'm gonna try to finish for 2020, because in 2 days it's gonna be the New Year's already. So I'm already late on that, and I won't be able to finish it. That's what's for sure. So anyway. Yeah, that's basically it for my recap of my first year, you know. One of the things I learned this year is on my last show at GalaxyCon, you know, I talked about one big mistake I've done, you know, and I'm still thinking about it sometimes, because it's something that I learned, but I hope that you guys can take away from it, you know, take something you know, from it. And at my very first show at Wizard Worldcon, I met this young girl who asked me for a commission of her original character, and I thought I would do it, you know. And at the time I took a picture of her character, and I never followed through, you know, and I changed my phone because my phone stopped working. So, but you know, it was my mistake. I lost contact with her, and I didn't try to, you know, follow through, and she found me again at GalaxyCon, and she was very disappointed. She did try to ask me to do the commission again, and I was happy with that, but you know, I wasn't set up for commission, because if you guys follow me, my last couple of shows I wasn't set up for commission because I was just trying to try a different way, you know. Well, if I was trying to see if I would do better, just focusing on interacting with people, so I didn't bring anything to draw, you know, for commission. And she was only there for one day again, you know, one of the things I just talked about. So that's another mistake I made, you know, and I learned from that, and I hope you guys you know, can try not to do the same mistake, you know, as me. And I felt very bad, you know, and but anyway, this is some of the stuff that might happen to you guys, you know, some of the stuff to expect, you know. But don't be discouraged, you know. There will not be your road is not gonna go up all the time, you know. You're gonna have some ups and downs, you know. You're gonna make some mistake again. So but continue, you know, stay committed, stay motivated, and keep going, you know, for your goal, and you'll make it. And yeah, that's all I have to say for this year. I want to give a big shout out to all the artists I met, you know, this year, all the new friends I met, all the stuff they taught me, you know. It's so many names, but if you guys watching, you guys know who you are, you know. Thank you so much for all your help, guys, you know. I made some very amazing friends, you know, and we got along. A lot of things that we're gonna do together also in the future, and I can't wait to do that, you know, with all of them. And yeah, you know, I think that's about it, you know, from my experience. I'm very happy I started this journey. This is just the beginning. It's only my first year doing convention. I can't wait to get back in a couple months and show you, you know, some new stuff, you know. But anyway, for the time being, that's all I have. Happy New Year to all of you, and I will see you guys in 2020. See you.
It's super simple, okay?